This is Am I the Asshole? We have some prompts to go through here on the Something Cafe podcast. Am I the asshole for refusing to wear what my mom spent 8 hours sewing for me? We can skip that one and just say that you are the asshole. Yeah, unless it has a swastika on it.
No.
There we go. My 22 female first Comic-Con is tomorrow. You already know we are dealing with something special here.
Yes, we are.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. So we have a 22-year-old female. First Comic-Con is tomorrow, and I had planned to wear a bodysuit version of the Fallout jumpsuit with some jeans. While I wanted to rep my favorite game, I wasn't quite confident enough to go all out with the full suit. I decided this might be a fun opportunity to learn how to sew, so I spent roughly 20 hours and $60 on fabric, patterns, materials, and the bodysuit only end up getting halfway. I decided to ask my mom for advice since she sews professionally, and it was only 3 days away from the con. We agreed in trade for doing some work for her. She said she would make the suit for me. I showed her the jumpsuit, my materials, and shared my vision of it being a bodysuit instead. She told me that I was struggling because of the fabric I picked wasn't right. Therefore, she was going to pick up some new blue stretchy material and use the other things I bought to assemble the suit. Today, I learned instead of making the suit, she has spent 8 hours making a glittery rainbow full jumpsuit since they were out of stock of blue fabric. She suggested I could be a lizard lady or equivalent instead. So this already has nothing to do with Fallout. I've played every Fallout game. There are no lizard ladies. While I appreciate her effort, I am pretty devastated about not being able to be in my planned outfit since I only wanted to dress up since I loved the game. I have now refused to wear the outfit, and she is really disappointed her hard work is going to waste. So I just want to know, am I the asshole for being upset and not wearing the outfit, which took her 8 hours? She added an edit later, but I don't care about that. Let's just go off of this. So,
does she live with her?
No context.
No context.
But I mean, Declan doesn't live with you guys, but he could ask mom to do something for her.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, you say, "Oh, thanks, mom," and you take it home. And you just don't mention it again.
Yeah, but she was banking off of this because the day that the mom handed her the sparkly suit was the day before Comic-Con. She has no time now.
Family things are tough because
you trusted her.
But you also, a kid will rip into a parent quicker than they would a stranger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there's that level of expectation that maybe sometimes is more, that they expected this to be done with what they're exactly thinking, and though you may not have conveyed it all, and then
you are correct on that, but
to change the fabric, and
I'm assuming this girl at least gave her a photo of what it's supposed to look like.
And that's where,
given that she was already making her own,
the mom should have called and said, "Hey, I can't find any of this blue material, but I found rainbow. Will that work?"
Because there are other colored jumpsuits in the game. There's other costumes you can do in the game, and it's also not a hard jumpsuit. You've seen the posters for the show.
Yeah.
It's just a blue. It's a blue jumpsuit.
You're also asking somebody to sew something that knows nothing about the thing, and the mom was doing everything she could to be able to get a costume for her to wear.
Now, yes,
so, that's a tough one.
I just, I don't know what the lizard lady has to do. That is exactly what she wrote. She suggested I could be a lizard lady. There is no lizard lady in Fallout. And
she also brought it to her mom, 3 days before?
Yeah. I think both of them are...
to me, that's a 50-50.
Because on one... I don't know. Because on one hand, the daughter... It doesn't sound like it was going to be the end of the world if the mom just said right away, no, I don't know if I can. I mean, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, because she was already running out of time. But it also sounded like she had her own kind of plan going on, and was just kind of like, "Hey, mom, can you do this in 3 days?" "Oh, sure." Cool. And if she said no, I'm assuming she would have been like, "Oh, okay," and then kept doing her thing.
asking people for favors
Yeah.
and then it not being all that you ever wanted it to be.
Just do it yourself.
You should have done it yourself. You should have started sooner.
Oh yeah, I think that's. I think that. I don't think she's an asshole for that, but I don't know.
I think she is with an asterisk.
Yeah. Asterisk asshole. Stamp. Nice.
TM.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not donating old toys to my ex's children?
Oh, that might be good.
Let's check it out. I, 34-year-old female, have 2 kids with my ex, 13 years old and 12 years old. Our divorce happened 6 years ago. He's married again and has additional children. We are not on good terms. We communicate via app. Well, there's a lot of apps. I'm guessing it WhatsApp.
Text doesn't work?
Via text about our kids, and that's the only contact we should have and that I respond to. Unless it's an emergency, then we can text/call if needed. The reason for the bad blood is he cheated on me with the woman he's now married to. And then during our divorce, she accused me of breaking into her house and stealing from them. Their house was broken into, but his wife said it had to be me. She even started hinting about it online and telling other people. I didn't do it, and it was proven. Police even caught the person who did it, but my ex and her still tried to use that as a reason for him to get full custody of our kids. It didn't work, but they still tried. So we're not on good terms, and that's not something I feel will ever change. It's a struggle to be civil, but I do it for the kids' sake. I hate the 2 of them, though, and think they're both shitty people. Taking it healthy. Last year, they had a micro preemie.
Born very early.
Oh, a micro preemie, which is their 3rd child together. She also has a child with someone else after. They are...
Wow.
This tree's got some branches.
And I think some of them are on the same buds.
After
Does it say what state?
Alabama. After the birth of their micro preemie, they started struggling with money and felt bad for the other children who live with them full time because they had to make a lot of changes apart from their kids who were living there part time. My kids had a little, but not really because they had.
Where else would
they
be
still
living?
have? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Are they
are they on PRN? Are they per diem? What's going on here? We haven't even gotten to the toys yet.
Right, let's land the plane.
Recently, the kids and I did a clear out, and I donated a bunch of their old toys to a Goodwill nearby. My ex saw me with the donation, and he was pissed that I donated them to a store versus giving them to his family. He confronted me in person about this. He told me I have to know they were looking for help with toys and stuff, and I know what they've been through. He asked how I could spite his children like that. He told me they'd love to get their older siblings old toys. He confronted me a second time because he found out our eldest gave a couple of toys to a friend's younger sibling. I knew about it and didn't confirm that with him. He still guessed, and again in my face-to-face confrontation, he called me out for not donating them to him and letting them be donated elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't think she is.
Not at all. This sounds like a entitled dude who is kind of dug his own hole, and even though he doesn't talk, they don't even talk because he cheated on her.
How would she know the full situation and if they would be interested in those toys? And
even if she did know, which it sounds like she does know, it's like, that's who I'm gonna donate these toys to. The first person I think of is the ex who cheated on me and accused me of breaking into their house. That's who I'm gonna give it to, not the store.
Yeah.
Like, no, not that. There is no thought to that. Like, you are not the asshole, because this is a case where it's like one party, being her, doesn't even think about this guy, and she seems to be doing somewhat fine, and
communicate on an app.
But then the other party, him, is still stuck in this spiteful, like, why didn't you donate them to them, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, dude, who are you again?
I'm going after custody.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, what are you doing with those toys?
Yeah. No, dude.
I can't believe you're giving them to somebody else.
A quick one. Yeah. Yeah, no, that not the asshole at all. Now, are you the asshole for not subscribing to the Something Cafe podcast on YouTube or following us on Spotify, rating us 5 stars for more riveting content like this?